on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Burks. Not nearly as much as he... When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Quarterback keeper fighting off the defender. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Punch it out of the air. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. the gun. He'll try to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback tried to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down. Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way? And
now the ball's not free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finds his big tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness. And
always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. So they gamble on 4th down in the 1st half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the 1st half.
Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Looking for room at the 25. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks like the easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Plows through the defense. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Past the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. That's caught, it's Tatum. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Smith.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to the ground game on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. This crowd knows when to bring it. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Moves away as he feels pressure. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Here again. getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab right down the middle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, get that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle guys.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Takes a handoff. It's Tatum. Shakes off the defender.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, and nowhere to run.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
To the air, it's Mateer. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Just enough time for one final play in this half. looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
He unleashes a long one. And it's caught inside the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.